Hello everyone, thank you so much for clicking on today's video and welcome to my channel. In today's story, OP reaches out to Reddit because he feels like his girlfriend is transactional. This is in the sense that she pretty much counts every single financial exchange that they've had, whether it's cooking dinner or bringing groceries, etc, etc. It's definitely a weird dynamic and one that OP doesn't understand. I do hope that you enjoy this story. If you do, please leave a thumbs up. And before I move on to the story, I just wanted to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you so much, you guys are so wonderful. For those that are new here, if you do like my content and would like to support me, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button. Anyways, thank you so much for your time and on to the story. My girlfriend is transactional. We've been together for 1 year. I cook dinner for us pretty regularly. I'll bring groceries over to her place and cook, and that's it. When she invites me over and cooks for me, she always asks me to contribute half of the meal's costs or bring half of the groceries. One time I bought the groceries over, but I didn't have soy sauce. She bought some and asked me, "Can you send me $3 for the soy sauce?" I refused because I thought that it was odd to ask for money for a basic condiment like soy sauce. Besides, I was already bringing the groceries. She was kind of irked when I refused and didn't really see how it was fair. I have obliged with all of these requests in the past without too much thought, but suddenly something hit me. I can't help but think that she's treating our relationship in a very transactional way. I see where she's coming from. Splitting stuff is obviously fair, but personally, I can't help but feel it's odd when my partner wants to treat our relationship in this 50-50 way. One Redditor said, "This is odd, especially considering that you don't act the same way that she can say that she does it because of you or something. Have you sat and had a conversation with her about it? Does she have money problems? Or did she grow up with money problems that makes her feel that she needs to try to hold on to every cent? If you end up living together, how will your finances work if she can't even buy a sauce without turning it into a financial transaction between you?" To which OP replied, "No money problems that I'm aware of. Until recently, her rent was paid by her parents, and she's always worked either part-time or full-time and earned more than me. I have noticed that she complains about paying for things that don't bring value to her, for example, fines, repairs, etc. Maybe she wants the most possible money to go towards her fun stuff and tries to minimize her expenses." Another editor said, "Or do the better thing, find someone who isn't nickel and diming the relationship. This sounds so exhausting. Send me $3 for soy sauce? Imagine spending the rest of your life with that." Another editor said, "Seriously, I'd be so baffled over the $3 for a condiment. Also, I'd be embarrassed for the person asking for reimbursement. It's so petty." I made a post 2 days ago about the soy sauce situation with my girlfriend. I decided to bring it up to her, but we'll get to that. First, I realized that the groceries aren't the only things subject to the nickel and diming mindset and lack of generosity. Examples: she quote-unquote counts favors with people, even close family, in that she always expects things in return. However, she doesn't apply this principle in reverse. I've noticed I've done a lot of things for her, taking care of her dog, moving furniture, helping her rehearse a job interview, etc. All things I've gladly done and not thought twice about because she's my partner and I love her. That's the way relationships should be. Yet I can't actually think of one time she's done something to help me. Not one. Once I asked her to help me move furniture. She had nothing on that day, but she quote-unquote didn't feel like it and stayed home. Anyways, I brought this up with her. I asked, "Why do you hold back from being generous and selfless?" She replied, "Because no one ever does anything for me." I brought up the times that I've helped her and she changed to, "Well, until you came along, no one did anything for me." I then asked, "How would you describe the way you show me love and affection?" She got annoyed that I asked that, but couldn't come up with a single thing except for attacking me. She then proceeded to say, "I buy you things but you hate them, and I try and do things for you but you don't want me to." These things are both completely untrue. For clarification, in the past year she's bought me 2 presents, and I love and use them both, and she is definitely aware of that. She conveniently finds ways to make herself the victim and dodge responsibility. I told her that she needs to fix this and also start showing some generosity in the relationship, or I'm out. Anyway, time passed and she messaged me this morning saying that she feels sorry I feel this way. She said that she wants to improve, and then she asked, "Do you want to make it work?" Yet she hasn't told me precisely how she plans on making it work, like going to the therapist or planning to reciprocate the love back. I have a feeling that making it work is going to require an awful amount of effort and probably lead to stress and emotional pain for the both of us. I don't know if I can go through with that, but of course, there's the possibility that we both come out of it stronger. I appreciate all of the responses to this post. It's helped so much to write to a group of strangers who are completely detached from the situation. My girlfriend and I are no longer together. I was going to respond to a comment saying to just end it and tell her that I don't want to put in the work, but I thought that I'd leave it here instead. By telling her I don't want to make it work, it would have absolved her of any responsibility for the ending of the relationship in her mind. She could have felt like a victim again because I didn't want to put in the effort. Instead, I told her that she has deeply rooted character flaws and that the way that she treated me is a form of gaslighting. It was hard to say that, and I basically broke down in her arms. She broke down too. She can't even recognize what the issue is, so I don't think that she can change. And I have too much on my plate right now to walk her through all of this. She actually understood that and apologized properly. It's so frustrating. I still love everything else about her, and at times I saw us having a life together, but she doesn't even know what she's doing. She's chalked it up to us, quote-unquote, thinking differently. If she had just said, "I'm so sorry for treating you like this. It was so wrong. I will do everything I can to change," I would have been ecstatic, and it would have probably saved the relationship. So guys, what did you think about this? Please let me know in the comments down below. I personally do sort of have mixed feelings about this, and hear me out when it comes to that. I understand that people might think differently when it comes to relationships. So for example, they might have different priorities when it comes to the finances in the relationship. However, I feel like OP's girlfriend was definitely being hypocritical here. So for example, if she does want to have this quote-unquote transactional system, if she wants to stay true to her words, this transactional system should go both ways. So for example, if she wants to count all the favors she's done for OP, she should also reciprocate that and also count and keep in mind all of the favors that OP has done for her. Now mind you, I really don't support this, and I think that it is an extremely toxic way of thinking in a relationship. But if somebody is like that, and if they're able to find a partner who's also like that, then I think it might just work out, you know? I don't know how people are. And if it works out for them, who are we to judge? But that being said, I think OP's girlfriend was specifically in the wrong here. I also think that the amount of emotional effort that OP would have gone through in order to make her see what he was talking about was just way too much. Like, OP is not his girlfriend's therapist, which, mind you, OP's girlfriend definitely needs a therapist. This is really something someone needs to tease out with their therapist to figure out why they're acting this way. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. What did you guys think about it? Are you quote-unquote transactional in your relationships? And how would you have handled the situation? I'm really interested in knowing. Please let me know in the comments down below. If you did like this, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a thumbs up. And please subscribe if you'd like to hear more stories from Reddit with updates.